Good morning. It is day 122 of Peter and Doxie sailing to Queensland. It's a beautiful sunny morning, as you can see, and we are just now making our way out of Pancake Creek. So I've just dropped the mooring and now making our way out through the channel. It is still an incoming tide, but it only has about an hour or less to run. So it's starting to slacken now, and so we'll have some nice deep water to make our way out. And yeah, if it keeps on like this, it's going to be a beautiful warm day, that's for sure. So part of the exodus at the moment, there's a catamaran in front of me. Hang on, I'll turn around. Okay, Voodoo catamaran there. And out there we've got a mono, I think Cookie it was called. I couldn't quite make it out as it went past me. They're putting their main up now inside the channel over there, which I'll probably do the same thing under the shelter of the hill and get out into the briny, as it were. Making our way today to Turtle Island, which is basically within the Gladstone Harbour area, where we'll probably have to sit out the next couple of days as a northerly comes through, which is obviously contrary to what I need, and we will see how we go. Alright, let's thread the needle. I've seen this guy on several occasions in the Great Sandy Strait and afterward. And here's the guy just looking back. Look at the hills back there, all the different colours related to distance from us. Beautiful place. Yeah, I have to stop here on the way back, you never know.
These guys just landed a fish. Very excited.
Okay, we got the main up. I've got one reef in it because the wind is supposed to come up for a while this morning, and then I can let it out later on if that's appropriate. So essentially we're going to be going in that direction, so following the coast a little bit there for a while. If you can see in the distance, you can see some of the ships will probably pass, not through, we'll probably be inland of them. Obviously, not obviously, but they're all out in the paddock, waiting for their turn to come into the port of Gladstone. So quite an extensive lot of ships. I'm sure we can't even see the half of them. Just bear in mind, all along here is where I walked. It's a lot longer than you think it's going to be. Always. Anyway, that's Discovery 2 from Sydney. Looking back from whence we came. I think another mono's on its way out now too. And we get to the outer reaches, the last of the markers now for Pancake Creek. Feeling a little bit of swell, not much though. Of course it'll be coming more from the southeast, which is round the corner here. Surprisingly, actually, through those stiff southerly, southeasterlies, it didn't build up a lot of swell according to the weather forecast apps. It was only running at about 1 metre or something, which for that amount of wind is surprising. So it must have been coming only from a short distance away, that wind, rather than some deep-seated low out in the Tasman. So yeah, these are the rocks I clambered over, and they look a little different at high tide, so I was very lucky. I guess it was low tide. Yeah, I got through all of this. Can't really see it, I guess, against the light. Anyway, it is what it is. Tell you what, I'm getting warm, which is not a bad problem to have. But I am in the lee of that hill, so yeah, I'm in a wind shadow basically. Well, looks like there's a few more coming out of there now, coming out of Pancake Creek. We're setting a trend. bit rocky and rolly and slappy at the moment. The wind's not quite as strong as predicted so far, so I'm just going to wait for the swell to tone down a little bit before I go out on the foredeck and just shake that reef out. I mean, it's mainly probably jib action at the moment anyway because of the quarter that the wind is coming from. But yeah, just be nice to have all horses on deck. But as you can see, it's still a bit rocky and rolly. That's Rod's Peninsula over there. It sort of basically delineates between Pancake Creek back there and I'm not sure what the inlet is there. It's where Turkey Beach is. Probably Rod's Inlet, who knows. So yeah, we're getting along at about 3.5 knots. Nothing amazing, but we now have the tide against us probably as well, so that's expected. And yeah, we'll just cruise along. The sun comes and goes. Yeah, I thought it was going to be really hot, and then the clouds started rolling in. So it's not cold, but it's, yeah, I'm not burning to a crisp at the moment anyway. So there we go. You can't see the swells, obviously. Just looking back, got another yacht catching up with us. Yeah, got a bit of water going under the keel there. Everything seems to be okay. Here we go, downhill on one roller skate. Well, come on, hold it together. There we go. The wind's changing, so it's, yeah. We're picking up some speed now. Nice. Let's see if we can catch these guys. Oh no, 2 boats, it turns into a yacht race. Between us, there were whales. Swell highway today. Oh my, where did you get that hat? So, it seems like we've been going wing on wing for hours, or attempting to. So yeah, comes and goes. We're only doing about 2 to 3 knots, believe it or not, even though there's a reasonable breeze coming in, simply because of the outgoing tide still. So with that strong going out, hopefully we'll get a ride on it going in the next few hours. Just finish off the journey a little bit more quickly. Turkey Beach is in there somewhere, and if you look right back to the point, you can see where we come from. Yeah, it's not exactly a straight line because we've got some shoals that we have to go around, and same going here. So this is the shipping lane. You can see the markers going in like a highway, and it comes down here and then does a right turn, which we'll do too. Yeah, just trying to keep that jib full in the chop is fun. But anyway, we're getting there. We are coming up on the shipping lane. So you can see that's the red marker. So for the ships, which are on the other side of that pylon, hopefully, when they come and go, they will obviously take that to left, coming into the port. So I guess the rule of the sea is that we stay on the right as opposed to the left when we drive in Australia. So I guess when I cross the road, I've got to look right, then left, and then right again. Got to remember that. And also have your AIS turned on, which it is. No activity at this point. Yep, no movement in the paddock that I can see. Nothing that's going to get here any time soon anyway. So, yeah, should have a safe crossing. Gladstone's down there somewhere. See bits and pieces of smoke and port and piles of stuff. They're all here to pick up stuff in those ships, right? We got good stuff, okay? And everybody wants our stuff. Well, let it be known that I am actually dragging a lure. Caught some seaweed before, but yeah, I didn't really feel like that, so I threw it back. It's out there again, doing sweet FA. Turkey Beach in there somewhere, around the point and a long way in. Okay, so I'm just going alongside the shipping lane, north side of it, or east side, I guess. Yeah, coming up to the bend. Literally, I've been skirting a sandbar that's here. Yeah, it's been down to about 4 meters. I'm back up to 8.7 under the keel. So very shortly, I'll be making a deviation to the right and going down Auckland Creek, I believe it is called. This piece of land here you can see is facing island. There's a channel between that and the next island, which is Curtis Island. This is the Curtis coast. They tell me. They don't actually. I just read that somewhere. I think that was there for everybody, not just me. So yeah, it's starting to see a bit more of the port now. Cranes and piles of, I'm not sure what they export from here. I have known. Maybe I'll find out. Maybe you can find out and tell the rest of us. Anyway, we'll see it more closely soon. You can see here the starboard marker for the channel coming in. Not a lot. I think there's still a bit of outgoing tide component there if I'm looking at the wash, although the tide should be swinging very shortly. So I expect that tide to take me back in, and I might need to do a handbrake turn when I get to my destination to get out of Auckland Creek if it's going to go that quickly. Been fighting it all day, but yeah, you know, you gotta go when you gotta go, and it's not always perfect.
Well, looks like we do have some traffic coming in the shipping lane. Ooh, this is not intimidating at all. Strangely enough, they leave no wash behind, so there's no waves or anything once they pass. And this is the south end of Facing Island. hopefully soon it'll start getting rid of some of this chop for us. And looking around towards the shipping lane. I'm just cruising along the outside of the shipping lane to make sure I stay in deep water, but outside of the way of these guys coming through the whole time. This one's from Malaysia, I believe, so yeah.
And here we have Facing Island. A little settlement there. Obviously everybody's got their own resources like catching water and all that kind of thing, so I don't believe there's much in the way of public facilities here. We're just making our way further up and looking over here towards Port of Gladstone. Interesting mountain in the background. All sorts of industry. So for the first time today, I feel like I'm in water that's not a washing machine. It has been full on sort of confused chop and all that sort of stuff from tide. That the tide's running with us now. With this non-fussy speed that we seem to be doing, we're actually managing 5.6 knots. Whereas for most of the day we've been lucky to get about 3 or 4. So here we go, like a rocket, we're going into Gladstone. Pretty close to it anyway. Okay, as we make our way into Gladstone, I have had a mind change. I'm going to stay in Gladstone Marina for 2 nights. What the heck? Busy harbour. Getting in closer. Getting the fenders ready. Yeah, we're moving along quite smartly now. The tide's going our way at last. Beginning to see Gladstone Centre now. Most of the old buildings in the original town city are on that hill there, which would have been a great benefit back in the days before air conditioning, just to catch some of that sea breeze coming in some of the older buildings and stuff there. And looking the other way, basically, we've got a few islands. This is Quoin Island, Quoin, Facing Island back there. And that's the channel that goes out between Facing and Curtis, which I hope to take on my next leg, basically, which would then be a left turn and north. Working our way up the channel here, Auckland Creek, and more of the town in view now. A lot of industry along the foreshore, so yeah, it's probably not until you get down there that you start getting sort of residential and other areas right on the coast itself. Just back to Quoin Island again, and I guess that must be the car ferry. Well, if a car ferry can be called cute, this qualifies, I think. That's the one from Quoin Island. There we go, look at that tide going our way now. Yeah, well, the AIS is just continuously going because, of course, all the ships tied up here, leave them on. There we go. Yep, there we go. No show without punch. Alright, there is a ship coming down. Yep. Can't get a word in edgewise. There is a ship coming down the channel there. You can see 3 tugs in attendance. Yeah, I know about the mess on the boom. I'll sort that out when I get in, rather than throw myself overboard. Just going into the narrow entrance now, leading into Gladstone Marina. Looks like the lookout has been completed. Last time I went to go up and get a view from the top of the hill, I wasn't allowed in there because the workmen were there. So anyway, so we're going to this narrow little channel here, and we hang a right. No show without punches. Just looking along the breastwork here, there's lots of wharfs. Yeah, and that looks like Verago II.
And coming up on our right turn here in the little channel, and that'll take us into the Marina Basin. Up ahead, the river, and that's the yacht club in the centre in the distance. Look at the timing here. Sun's going down, and I'm coming in. Well, that was quite a day. Yeah, leaving at a reasonably early time from Pancake Creek. It was a churny sail. I would not say it was a comfortable sail. I enjoyed it. It was a good day. But yeah, it was just on the edge the whole time, basically, with the wind right behind us, of course, which trying to sail wing on wing or goose winged. Plus that just chop and swell just threw us everywhere. Even the autopilot, when I put it on, had trouble keeping up with it. It's just like, what are you trying to do? But yeah, so it was a nice relief to get inside facing island at last. Yeah, it's funny. Thank you to Verago II, because I heard their radio broadcast saying they were going into Gladstone Marina, and I thought, why would I not do that? I know I'm going to be here for a few days, and I know this marina's great, plus very reasonably priced. So I thought, yeah, me too. So yeah, I rang them up, and they secured me a berth, and in I went. So very happy about that. And it was so good to get a real long hot shower. That's just something that you look forward to, not having to worry about water. So yeah, anyway, we will spend a few days here probably and see what's what, get some supplies and just do shore stuff. Anyway, thanks for following along, and don't forget to share, like, comment for sure, and subscribe. I'm getting close to 3,000 subscribers. Come on, guys. There's nothing in it for you, I know that. That's okay. It's just one of those little milestones. Anyway, this is Dawn Raider.